Want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Baxter. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Vanderbilt's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go right back to it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Down close 2nd and goal like this, you got to find your best matchup. Really nice play call. Looked like they had the defense on their heels there. That was a nice touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. The short hands. It's Hoskins.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. DKR, he try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down. And that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Makes the catch. It's more. They stop him just a leap or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick release on the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
So now it's 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Pulls it in, it's Alexander. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. Got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He'll start this drive firing. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch it. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run. A lot of the times they were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Doors!
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Before the teams head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll feel the button, look for room, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finds his tight end. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Using his legs, it's Baxter. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. Turning it on. Smashes ahead. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest him.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield. It's Manning. That's caught. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
They'll go to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
To throw, it's Pavia. Hauls it in. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air on second down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Manning. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Finds his man, it's Sherrill. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man by himself. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Powers forward. Touchdown, Vandy. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They add the extra point to finish the drive. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies and trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Close to the marker. It's Moore. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Longhorns will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the